right into it. First of all, I want to talk about Gaia One. Um,
Okay.
how has it been? How's it been since he's been gone? Has it was it more of a burden when he disappeared when he got banned?
Um, I suppose a bit of both, being honest, because I suppose like our leadership styles maybe didn't clash, but they weren't maybe aligned. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like he was more, out there, kind of, I suppose, making not secret deals, but kind of like chatting to people, making the contacts. Whereas I just want to focus on my tribe, get it growing, get the cohesion going. Was it more difficult with Adam? Honestly, probably not. It's just been easier because you didn't have to have, that little battle of let's do it this way or let's do it that way. But
Yeah.
he brought a lot of good to the tribe as well. You know what I mean? But look, I'm doing it my way now, so I'm happy.
Okay. Uh, Honestly, like since Gaia One's been gone, in my personal opinion, it's been a bit more boring as far as the externals go. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
him and Billy used to butt heads. You've got your whole continent on lockdown right now. Like, there's literally out of all the tribes in your continent, there's really nobody worth mentioning that's solely in your continent. You know, you've got the bottom right corner of your continent. You've got a few players, a few tribes that are still mingled in there.
Panda stuff, yeah.
Yeah, Panda's there. Who do you think your biggest competition will be in the future?
Honestly, I was speaking to one of the players from World 74, Makeup X, and I think I actually said Serene, and he was like, "Why Serene? Like, why not the number two tribe?" Look, Serene they have a small member base. They have a good spread. You know what I mean? They like Voodoo. He had some pretty shrewd things going on when he was in Ba. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I think they could be a dark horse. You know what I mean? Like where are they even ranked? Maybe fifth or something.
yeah, like fifth or fourth.
Yeah, they're fifth. They're half our size now, but you know what I mean? Like that was 500,000 points at this point is a lot, but the gap can close. You know what I mean? So it doesn't mean too much.
Yeah,
But I think they're in a good location. They're going to have secure K46 eventually.
yeah, that's my continent. Yeah,
Yeah, they're close. Yeah, you said that closing on you. Like I don't know. Like maybe Avatar could prove a problem. I don't know what their diplomacy is with them, but yeah, I think maybe Serene. But like, who knows? With WS Billy's tribe, uh, it's too close to call already. Like, who knows? Like, maybe in a few weeks' time, you'll be saying, "Oh, remember Screw? They were good at the start."
what do you think so far with the WS tribe? How they've gone up against Royals? I'm not sure if this is breaking news, but they did an operation recently, and I think like 3 or 4 villages have just got nobled off of WS by contributed like a cooperation between Royals and
And
Noobs.
Noob?
Yeah. Um, so it's not looking too good for WS right now. I think that if they didn't stretch themselves so thin, because they really have been so aggressive and their diplomacy's been next to nothing. Um, Honestly, I would actually put it in the negatives because they've waged war so much, which they did really well. But I think the war toll has finally taken a hold of them.
Well, they have two tribes, don't they? They've got like a sister tribe and everything.
Yeah, they've got Wait and See and
See and wait.
yeah, like Why Not or something like that. Yeah, they do have a sister tribe. I haven't really heard much about them though. They're not doing too much as far as contributing, maybe supporting. That's about it. Now with Ink, okay, we just finished typing up the story with Ink. It's Clegane is a high-ranked member. You know, he's a very high-ranked player.
Well, yeah.
And you guys just took out like a lot of troops and 2 nobles, which isn't cheap. What's your next move with Ink? I mean, you can't really consider this still a skirmish, can you?
Well, it started off as a skirmish. It was kind of Genesis tested the Warsters maybe a few weeks back, and since then maybe it developed a little bit. Maybe we made a kind of a bold move going into K54 so soon. and we made 4 recruits from previous Dawn tribe, and they've been growing in there. To be honest with you, I expected a retaliation of some kind from Inc. We did support those players going in, mostly only their main villages, giving away information, but it probably would have been guessed anyway.
Yeah.
They didn't respond, and I think they didn't respond because I think they probably anticipated that we had a much larger safe zone. So they thought, well, look, best we just keep going on about our own way. So I don't think anything with Inc is ever really going to break out. We're just kind of picking their, kind of holding their own and still growing. So I think it's just 2 tribes just nipping at each other. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the map right now, and yeah, I guess something could happen, but I think as much as it is, it's going to be, well, at least from our side, unless they come hammer and tong at us, I don't know. But yeah, but they're a good tribe. You know, there's a lot of world winners in that tribe, so you can't underestimate them either. You know what I mean?
Out of all the top 10 leaders, which one do you respect the most?
Respect the most.
As far as leadership goes and skill and everything.
I know Voodoo's not a leader, but I like his style, so I know he's only a Baron. So I guess that kind of rules him out.
I mean, you could say Voodoo if you want to. I mean, I consider him, you know, he's a leader of sorts, you know.
It's probably gonna go against the norm, but I quite like Kirk. Now I know he's supposedly has the opposite leadership style, according to your most recent post there, but he has a pretty firm grip on his tribe, and I think that's going to be respected. Whether it's got its pros and its cons, you know what I mean? Like you're either with him or there's no in between. So we'll see if it works.
Yeah,
but I respect Kirk as well. I think and I know him from World 74. His tribe in the core, they lasted for a long time. They were a pain to get rid of. So like respect from there, if nowhere else.
Yeah, I circle mailed his tribe to try and get their opinions on Kirk, and Kirk responded in the mail and was like, "Don't do that. That's a war thing. Don't do that." I was like, okay, you know. So,
yeah.
Now, out of all the leaders in the top 10, who do you just absolute fail? Who do you think is just the worst leader out there right now?
In the top 10. Look, I don't know how the internal runnings of tribes are really going, but
from what you can see,
I have to say, like from what I've seen on the externals and stuff, I don't want to be cliche and say Lord Billy, but and it's also maybe because they're on the other side of the world, it might seem like a safe one to criticize. But look, I don't have any problems with anyone else, so I really can't say anyone else other than maybe the WS tribe. I know Charmander has apparently a good reputation. I've maybe heard his name before, but. I think it has to be Lord Billy. I'm really sorry.
Oh.
I don't even know the guy.
Lord Billy.
I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Okay. All right.
Look, they could end up winning the world. Who knows?